brown chicken with our Jamaican rice and beans. They're delicious. It smells so good, oh my word. Went ahead and browned chicken on each side. What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be making some homemade Jamaican brown stew chicken paired with Jamaican rice and beans as well. This was requested by CJ Ant, so thank you so much CJ for this request. I went ahead and already marinated the chicken in a large bowl here. Just 3 pounds of bone-in chicken. I chose chicken legs, but you can do chicken thighs or you can do a mix of both if that's what you prefer, but I just chose chicken legs here. And I'll go ahead and insert a clip right now of me preparing the marinade so that way you guys can have all of the ingredients and everything. Okay guys, so I have about 1 cup of chopped onion, a regular yellow onion, half a cup of chopped scallions here with the green and white parts, okay? And then I have 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. You can use light or dark brown sugar, half a teaspoon of thyme, 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. Add this to our bowl here. 6 large garlic cloves smashed, or you can mince them. And then I have the browning and seasoning sauce. We're gonna need 2 teaspoons of this. 2 teaspoons of this. Okay, right, then we're gonna need 2 bay leaves, 1 and 2. And then you're gonna need 3 pounds of bone-in chicken. So I just chose drumsticks here. I took the skin off already, so I'm gonna go ahead and place these guys in the bowl. Okay, and let's just go ahead and mix this up until everything is evenly distributed here. Okay guys, as you can see, I mixed it up nicely. It is evenly coated with our marinade. So we're gonna let the chicken marinate for at least 1 hour, or you can leave it in the fridge overnight. Cover it up. I'm just gonna let this marinate for a few hours. But yeah, this has been marinating for 2 hours. So now I'm just going to remove the chicken from the bowl. We're gonna save the marinade, and we're gonna allow the chicken to come to room temperature. So it's been in the fridge, obviously it's very cold, back to room temperature before we cook it. So let me just show you guys the process here. Okay, so as you can see, large bowl, we have the chicken in here. I'm gonna take off this plastic wrap, just like so. And here is the chicken, a delicious marinated chicken, marinated with onion, green onion, browning sauce. Smells so good. Garlic, lots of garlic. Okay, so this is our chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it and put it on a plate here. And we're gonna save the marinade because we're gonna be cooking this. So we're just simply gonna remove the chicken, leave the marinade in the bowl, and we will cook the marinade eventually, but we want the chicken to come to room temperature. So it smells so good. Yeah, you can leave the chicken for up to 1 hour, at least 1 hour, or overnight. But I just chose about 2 hours, left it in here for 2 hours. So I figured that'd be pretty good. Marinade left in the bowl here. Delicious onion, bay leaves, garlic, browning sauce, which I didn't know what that was. This is the first time I'm using browning sauce. And it took me a minute to find it in the store, but I found it in the gravy aisle, just in case you guys are looking for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side, okay? And then here's our delicious little chicken drumsticks marinated in the browning sauce and onion and garlic. So beautiful looking. Beautiful little chicken legs. Okay guys, so as our chicken is resting, I will go ahead and show you the remaining ingredients you're gonna need for the Jamaican chicken, and also the ingredients you're gonna need for the rice. I have everything prepped, so I'll just go ahead and show you what you're gonna need here, okay? So you're gonna need 2 cups of long grain rice. 2 cups of long grain rice. I just chose basmati, that's what I had in my cabinet. So 2 cups of that. And then you're gonna need 1 cup of kidney beans. You can soak your kidney beans. If they're dry, soak them overnight, or you can do 1 cup of canned kidney beans, just rinse it and drain it. So 1 cup of kidney beans. Then you're gonna need a full can, which is a 13.5 ounce can of unsweetened coconut milk. And then the spices for the rice, you're gonna need about a teaspoon of thyme, or you can do 5 sprigs of thyme if you have that. 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, or you can do sliced ginger. 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. 1 teaspoon of allspice, or you can do allspice berries. And then 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. So that is for the rice. Also, you're gonna need either a bonnet pepper or a habanero pepper. You're gonna need 2 peppers. So you can use 2 habanero peppers or 2 bonnet peppers. The only peppers I could find were habanero peppers, so each dish. So 1 habanero pepper for the chicken dish, and then 1 habanero or bonnet pepper for the rice dish. So here's the cute little habanero pepper that I have here for the rice. I'm gonna put him aside. This is for the rice. And then I have 1 thinly sliced bell pepper here. This is gonna be for our chicken dish. You can do red pepper, red bell pepper, green, orange, or yellow, whatever you guys prefer. I just chose red. So I have that already sliced. Thin sliced red pepper, red bell pepper. They're all sliced up like that. And I just have it sitting with, once again, another habanero pepper. Super pretty, right? Looks fake. I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side. This is for our chicken dish. I'm gonna put this over here. All right. I have the marinade sitting over there because we are going to cook that up. As I said before, you're gonna need 1/4 cup of ketchup. So this is for our chicken dish. 1/4 cup of ketchup. Just got this at Walmart. And then you're gonna need 2 cups of chicken broth. I have that sitting over there as well. Also, for the rice, we are gonna need 1 small onion chopped up. Have that right here. And then also a few scallions chopped up, red or green and white parts. About 3 stalks of green onion chopped up in here, and 3 to 4 cloves of garlic minced up in here. This is for our rice. I'm gonna put this over here. Give the chicken a few more minutes to come to room temperature, and then we can go ahead and brown the chicken in a large pot or skillet with a few tablespoons of cooking oil, and we're gonna allow that to get nice and brown on each side. Okay guys, so it's been about 10 to 15 minutes. Our chicken has come to room temperature, so we're just going to go ahead and cook our chicken on each side so that way it gets nice and brown. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil to the skillet on a medium-high heat, and we're just gonna cook our chicken. I'm not gonna crowd the pan, so I'll probably put about maybe 3 large chicken drumsticks for each round. Go ahead and cook our chicken, and then we can remove the chicken from the skillet, and then we will continue by cooking the marinade, and we will eventually add the remaining ingredients as well. Okay guys, I have this skillet on a high medium heat right now. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. And go ahead and spread this oil around. Okay guys, it's been a few minutes, so let's go ahead and flip these guys over. Yeah, that's lovely. This one's not quite ready yet. Okay, now I'm gonna flip this one over. Yeah, much better. So go ahead and remove these from the skillet. Okay guys, so here's our delicious browned chicken. Went ahead and browned the chicken on each side. Super delicious brown chicken. Smells so good. I also scraped up the little brown pieces on the bottom of the pan and just topped it on top of the chicken here, so didn't waste any of that. But now we're just gonna go ahead and cook up our remaining marinade. So we're going to cook that up, and then we will add the chicken broth, bell pepper, onion, and the remaining ingredients. And then we will go ahead and add the chicken back to the skillet. I'm gonna let this cook up a little bit. Okay guys, first off I'm gonna add the bell pepper. Okay guys, now I'm gonna add the 2 cups of chicken broth. Gonna turn this up to a high heat. Gonna add the little habanero pepper. And then 1/4 cup of tomato ketchup. Mix this up. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken back to the skillet. And we're gonna want this to come to a boil. So I turned it up to really high heat. Gonna carefully add these guys back to the skillet. Perfect. Add these little brown pieces back. Alright guys, we're just gonna let this come to a nice boil, and then we're gonna cover it and let it simmer. We're gonna turn it down to a simmer. As you can see, it has come to a nice boil. So I'm just gonna cover it with a lid. Okay guys, so yeah, as you saw, I just went ahead and brought that chicken to a nice boil, covered it with a lid, and then lowered it to really low heat. And we're gonna let that simmer for 45 to 50 minutes, stirring the chicken occasionally, or flipping the chicken occasionally. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a timer for 45 minutes. Set a timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes starting now.
Okay guys, so as that chicken is cooking, we can go ahead and get started with the rice. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I have everything prepped. Okay guys, I just have a large pot with 3 cups of water in here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on a really high heat, okay? And then I'm gonna add the 1 cup of kidney beans to the water. It has come to a nice boil, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions and garlic. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the spices here. The thyme, ginger, salt, pepper, allspice. Stir it up. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add 13.5 ounces of coconut milk, unsweetened. And we're gonna bring this to a simmer. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and add the pepper. And I'm just gonna let this simmer on a medium-high heat. Okay guys, so if you had kidney beans that are not canned, you can go ahead and allow that to simmer on a really low heat for about an hour with the lid covered until those beans are nice and tender. But my beans are already nice and tender, so I'm just gonna allow that to boil for a little bit until it reduces slightly. And then I'll go ahead and add the rice, and then we can allow that rice to cook for about 30 minutes. But yeah, if you have kidney beans that need to be softened, you can go ahead and allow that to simmer on a low heat, covered for about an hour. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and flip our chicken. Oh my word, it smells so good. Just gonna flip them over. All right guys, so it has reduced slightly, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the rice. 2 cups of rice here. Okay, I'm just gonna let that come back to a nice boil. I'm gonna cover it with a lid and turn it down to really low simmer. And we're gonna let it cook for about 30 minutes. All right guys, gonna go ahead and cover it with a lid, and I'm turning it down to a really low heat. Just gonna let this simmer until the rice absorbs all the liquid. So it looks as if the rice has absorbed all of the liquid. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat. And I'm just gonna let this sit for at least 10 minutes before serving any. So put the lid back on. We're just gonna let this sit. And then our chicken is almost done. Okay guys, we have 12 minutes left on the timer. So for the remaining 12 minutes, I'm gonna remove the lid and we're gonna allow it to finish cooking without the lid on. But it smells wonderful. Wow, it smells so good. Okay guys, here's our delicious Jamaican brown stew chicken. Wow. You guys see that? So delicious. It smells so good, oh my word. I'm gonna let it continue to simmer for about 3 more minutes, but it's pretty much done. And we can go ahead and plate some up. Okay guys, so here's our delicious Jamaican brown chicken stew with our Jamaican rice and beans. Wow, look at that. Super delicious. Wow. And I just topped it off with some basil. I'm so excited. So excited. It looks so beautiful. Smells so good. Whew. And the chicken like falls off the bone because it's so tender. Go ahead and show you guys. Chicken. Oh my word. Wow. Guys, this is so good. Chicken is so tender. You can imagine like the flavors. The rice with it is so amazing. Wow. And then you get those like crunchy burnt pieces. Oh my word. That chicken is so tender and flavorful. So I went ahead and removed the chicken from the bone and just mixed it within the rice to make it easier to eat. But you guys, look at that chicken and rice. So good. Tender, flavorful. I'm just gonna add a little bit of hot sauce. Not much left in this bottle, but it is so delicious, guys. So good. Chicken is so juicy. Then making recipes or using recipes with a lot of allspice, and I'm in love with allspice now. It's amazing. This is so good. To drink, I have this Bai Kula watermelon hydration drink. I always have trouble with these lids. It's stuck. Really stuck on there. Come on, open. There we go. Wow, it's a beautiful pink color. Cheers. Refreshing. I really do like buy their drinks. And there's caffeine in here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's good. This is the perfect dinner, oh my word. So glad I tried this. And from what I saw, what I read, you can continue to allow it to like simmer on a low, medium heat, the chicken. Depending on like how thick you want your sauce, you can like let it thicken up, or if you like it thinner, you can just take it off the heat, but it's up to you. That's what I read. Chicken. Tender. That reminds me of the show Recess. Growing up, I used to watch that show. Sorry. Recess. Who was it? TJ, I believe. He would always go tender like that with his friend. What's his friend's name? Vince and TJ. Definitely a favorite as a kid. The kindergartners were so funny. It's a good show. Last piece of chicken. I'm getting full. But that was delicious. All done. Yum. Excuse me. Oof. I am full. That was so delicious, and I'm so glad I tried that. Yeah, I love trying new things, and I never would have thought to try this, so thank you so much, CJ, this request. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't